Hey YouTubers, I know I hadn't made a video in a while. It's been since Christmas, but I've been going through a lot of problems. I've been what they call busy leg syndrome, and I ain't been able to sit down at the computer, and plus I lost some of my video, and I kind of found it. I recovered some hard drive video. But I've been going to the doctor, and the doctor told me that the lady doctor told me I might have leukemia. So I asked for another opinion from another doctor. Went back to the doctor again this week. Just got back. He told me the same thing, because my plates are low, and I got blood in my urine. I was told, my prostate's probably infected, and that's probably the reason why my blood count is down. My white blood cell. He said, no, if it was your prostate full, if it was your prostate infected, it'll make your plates go up, not down. He said, your plates are down. And if you get bored with this here pity video, just fast forward through it. I got part 7 on ahead of this. Just fast forward and skip if you don't want to hear it. And now I got to go dig up $500 so I can go to a specialist. Simply because of the Florida Blue insurance only pays for, it's $5 to go to a doctor, but it's $500 to go to a specialist. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta have $500 to go to that. I need $500 to go to the, so doing videos just hadn't been my cup of tea. But I've been doing a few, trying to get it done. I'm able to get on my knees and get in front of the computer and do a little bit. If I'm walking around, I seem to be fine. I'm all right. But as soon as I sit down, I can't. I get a lot of pain. On top of that, once we go to a heart doctor, that's $500 to go to it for the first time. I got Florida Blue, and that's only 10% of every time you go. It's like probably about $50 a visit. So when we go to heart doctor, when we go to prostate doctor, we go to leukemia doctor, and I got something wrong with my throat called GERD, and it's hard to swallow food, and yeah, I know. I know some of y'all probably said, why don't you ask your family to help you? Well, both my parents are dead, and I got 6 sisters and 2 brothers, and none of them financially able. Plus, they live in another state, and I live in Florida, which I have a daughter here in Florida. It's 39 years old, and she's doing real well. And she is not able to help us neither, but she has her own problems too. Yeah, I know, why don't you borrow the money? Well, that's easy said as done. Back one time I got laid off a little while and trying to work cutting some grass and trying to work scrapping some metal and all that. It just didn't pan out, and got way behind my bills and started losing a few things, and next thing you know, now my credit's all screwed up, so I can't even go that route. All this other stuff, like I said, my blood pressure's been out of whack. It has been super crazy. It's been so high, I can't hardly keep it down. As long as I keep acting and moving, it's fine, but I sit down, it goes up. If I go to sleep at nighttime, it goes up. So I'm having to take more doses of nighttime of blood pressure than I should to keep it down. If I don't, I can't afford to go to the hospital every time I turn it around. So, like I say, y'all help me, man. Just y'all pray for me. That's what I ask. Just pray for me. I've been going through a lot with my 2 boys for years. They got immune deficiency. It's a blood disease called Bruton disease, and they're 30 and 31 and still living with me, which that's fine. I got no problem with it. They're gonna live with me just as long as I can take care of them. And they've had their problem. Plus my wife she's been diagnosed, however you say it, with lupus, not lupus, but can't remember the name of it. Something else that makes your body tingly with nerves. It makes you hurt. You can't touch her, and she can't sit down, she can't hardly walk, she can't lay down very long. Everything she does, it bothers her. But anyway, I just don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this. This is really driving me crazy. This is shooting my blood pressure way out of whack. You know, I don't know if anybody in the world out there knows any kind of programs that might could help me and my family with some financial burdens. My wife, she can't even get the Florida Blue won't even pay for her medicine. They give her Oxycontin, but it's not strong enough for her to get rid of the pain, because her pain is it's not regular pain. It's pain all over, and it doesn't take care of it. And she's in a lot of pain all the time. So just trying to take care, you know, I'm on my person working and my family working. Yes, my boys get a check. They give us some money. We don't take all their money. They have to help us with a light bill and a little bit of rent, because if they didn't, we don't have no place to stay. But I just don't have the money. And if y'all anybody know any kind of programs that can help us financially, hospital-wise, or you know, going to the doctor and all that, please write down there. Give us something down at the bottom. Tell us something other. Subscribe to my video, whatever. Let us know. I'm gonna try to do some more videos. So y'all bear with me. Anybody knows how to pray for me. We'll show you, I think, number 7 video, so we'll let you see it. Catch you later. Well, I got my frame media blasted. It's ready to be painted. That's all I'm gonna do to it right here. It's come out pretty good. I had to put a little fiberglass Bondo on the front of it, a little on the sides, and cover for a lot of rust stuff. I didn't white blast it. I just plastic media blasted, and I wire brushed it best I could. So that's where we're gonna go with. It's probably about 8 o'clock at night here on a Friday night, so I'm gonna be here a while and not get this thing painted. We're gonna get her done. Well, it's definitely yellow. I can tell you that much. So that's gonna look pretty good, the frame. I don't believe I'll have a better problem with that. It's gonna look just dandy. Good morning, guys. Today's Saturday, and we're gonna start on this 14 horse Kohler. I might not pronounce it right, but y'all just ignore how I talk. You know what I'm talking about anyway. Anyway, I took the valves out the other day and I lapped them. I lapped the valves. If I get one out. That don't look too good right now because it's starting to turn dark. But it was looking real bright yesterday. Get this one out, see what it looked like. Even that looks a little dark, but it's alright. I had to make a tool to get these valves out. Get these little keepers out right here. There's 2 on each side. So what I made with this, I run out of propane. Made this tool here, which it slips up on here like this, and you just prise right up, see? Just like that. I run out of propane just enough time, not propane, but helium, whatever it is, that stuff for the MIG welder. I run out of it, so we're going to try to put these keepers. I'm going to turn this motor upside down and see if I can't get them in there, get the valve back in there. We're going to start putting this engine together and get it painted, have it ready to go in there. Alright, we're going to attempt to try to put these keepers in here. I turn the motor upside down so that way they won't fall out. They can't fall up. If they turn around, they'll just fall out. So I got a weak magnet, and I'm hoping that it'll help me turn it loose. I didn't get a good you get a good magnet, and you can't get a stupid thing to turn it loose. So we're gonna attempt to try this somehow. Might not be able to see it on this side. Magnet's too good. This magnet's too good. Hang on a minute. I took a piece of 2-way tape and I put in between the magnet in there, hoping it would weaken it some. But it's still pretty strong. I guess I need to put another one. That's still strong. Let me try something else. Hang on. Let's try it again. I got two pieces of two-way sticky tape to see if it'll make this magnet nice strong. You ain't gonna be able to see me get it in there because I could barely see myself over here. Ah. Well, thing about that, crap. I'm just gonna show it off camera. I can't get it. Got all these cameras in my way. Well, I was gonna show you guys. Some of you guys, most of you guys know how to do this. Some of you don't. You notice how now that's down further than that spring is. Well, I got the two keepers in that one. Now I gotta get the other two keepers in that one. And what they do, they line up like this, just like that, and they lock together. But you got to flip them over. The cone goes down in there, top of the spring. Anyway, we'll get the other two in there and we'll go on. I almost got that keeper in there. See it right there? I don't know if my camera's focusing or not. Anyway, it's almost in there. But I gotta get that one down. It needs to be on the back side of the front. But I'll get it in there, I can manipulate it around or get the other one in there. So we're gonna try the other one, like one more. Well, I got both of them in there. And that's too close tolerance for me. That tedious work, what dry. Part about mechanic work I don't like is doggone tedious work. But this little homemade apparatus here, if you flip it this way and the engine's upside down, you could prise the valve down and tap on the valve and all the keepers fall out. But to put it back in, I need to weld me something where that nut is, so it'll rest on that and press the valve down. It needs to be something real narrow so it won't be in my way. Another thing, if I take that bolt out right there, I could be able to turn this over and get to it. But you can't go but poison goes right there, so that's limits me why I can get in there. Well, that's working just fine now. Valve open and shut, piston going up and down like it's supposed to. We're ready to put the head on, put the side cover on it, start putting all the covers on, clean it, ready to paint it. Well, I'm tempted to do something I've never done before. That head right there, so I'm going to take off down to there. I'm going to shave his head down to there. I could put the gasket on top of the head. I mean, not the gasket, just put the head on top of the engine. You spin the engine and the valve never touch this. So I'm going to take off that much of the head right there, a little old. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Pray for me, if I screw up, I got two more heads to do, so I'm not worried about it. Thank you. That's my first pass. Looking pretty good. I ain't never done it before. It took me a long time to get it set up, but there she is. Shaving the head. I'm gonna come back with about another 2 or 3 thousand down. Not quite deep, and I want to get it down to that, even with that right there. I'm gonna go back. I wish I had one wide enough to cut all at one time, but I don't. So I must have to do it as I go. But we're gonna take it down a little deeper than that when we get through. Well, I got the head shaved now, so I'm gonna go see what happened. Well, I'm gonna bolt the head on it. And I'm gonna take some, I don't know what this stuff here is. This little Play-Doh stuff here. If you could buy it, roll up and it bounces. I'm gonna roll some up, stick it between the head and the valve. I'm gonna run the piston up and down and see how much clearance I got. So let's try that and see. Well, I got the head on it, all the bolts in it. So let's turn it and see if my nuke pucky hits the head. I don't feel it hitting. So I got plenty of clearance with a valve, but that's good enough right now. Alrighty then.